So for those of you guys watching this on the replay, just letting you guys know, I forgot to make the Q&A post in the group, and I'm a new dad, so I'm going to use that as an excuse. So now we're here. So if you're on the Zoom call in the CLA right now, I'm just letting you guys know that's my bad. All right, I forgot to post a Q&A post. I apologize, but this is the live coaching call. This is better anyways. It's all good. What's up, Isaiah? Tell me some wins, bro.
What's up, B Marco? Can you hear me?
I can hear you good, bro. How you
I'm
doing?
on a I'm on a train right now, so you might hear a little bit of background.
It's all
What's up,
good.
man?
It's all good.
Hey,
Talk to me, bro. What's going on in your business?
business is going. I would say business is going good. I've been noticing changes, like other things, as far as like engagement, just like people reaching out more. And I would say the only thing I would say I'm really working on, I guess, is making content that my audience like. I guess making videos that convert more and stuff like that. Like I've been watching like some of the viral hooks and stuff like that you've been sending, and I've been looking at some of the other people in the CLA, and I can see the difference. But I'm still trying. I guess I'm still just trying to like narrow in and what I'm doing. I know that probably take time too, but I think sometimes I still feel like I'm missing something when I'm making my content though. That's the thing.
Okay. So I want to make sure I understand the question correctly because you mentioned that you're trying to create content that converts, but you also mentioned viral hooks. So like what is the specific problem you're trying to solve? Are you trying to solve like the viral problem, like you want to get more views, or are you trying to get content that converts?
I would say content that converts. I would say that's I'm still working on like what do you say like getting my content like what type of content that I'm posting. So I'm just trying different stuff. But I would say mostly that content really
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look. What's your Instagram, Isaiah?
is fitness by underscore Isaiah Tate. If you read it and you look at it, I think you can probably tell me like what's something different.
The reason I'm going to do this is because I want to show you guys the difference between the two, right? Because there is content that signs clients and then there's content that gets views, and those are two completely different things. So I want to show and demonstrate so you guys can, I want everyone to get value from this. By
Yeah,
the way,
just whatever like you see like just from like when you going first on there and like what would you like change it more so about
yeah.
it?
Okay, so for everybody that's tuning in, what's up? Just letting you guys know I forgot to post the CLA, the Q&A, so that's my bad. So we're doing fucking a Zoom call today. So that's Zoom calls are better anyway, so whatever. Okay, so Isaiah, content that converts means the content that's speaking specifically to an ideal client demographic. First thing I would say, bro, is like you got to remember when you're sending people DMs, that's the only thing they're gonna see is this little icon right here. And so ideally, we'd like this little icon to be your fucking beautiful face. So like I want a smiling photo of you or a photo of you jacked because when you DM people, right, I'll just go to my DMs as an example, right? Like the only thing I see is the little smiling little face. So we want to make sure that when people see your DM that it's like your smiling little face or you jacked. So,
Okay.
so content that converts. Let's see.
I don't need to work out because I'm not overweight is like saying I don't need to brush my teeth because I don't have cavities. Just because you don't see a problem doesn't mean it's not there, and it definitely doesn't mean that you're functioning at your best. If you're waiting for a health scare to start caring for your body, you are already behind and you are asking for trouble. Don't wait until you're forced to start caring about your health. You should feel happy and blessed that God gave you the gift to be able to move your body while you still can. Saying I don't need to work out.
So good piece of content. Now, Isaiah, I want to know your thought process when you were making this. Were you making this to sign clients or like what was the purpose of you making this video?
That was more so kind of like a connection piece, but
Okay.
like also like
Okay,
awareness.
perfect. Okay, I just want to make sure you created it with the right intention. This is a good awareness piece of content, so that serves its purpose. Next. What was the purpose of this piece of content?
I would say that was more so I was trying to like it wasn't I, is that it was more so kind of like get value, like a value piece.
Okay,
Value.
value piece. So if it's a value piece, who is it a value piece for?
My ideal audience is like men that's well that was for people that's trying to more so like gain weight or like build muscle.
Okay, so check this out. I'm going to take this same piece of content, Isaiah, that you posted, and I'm going to show you how to make this more valuable for your avatar because this is what I would define as surface level value, Isaiah.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
It's surface level, and I'll tell you why it's surface level because you're not speaking to your ideal client. So I'm going to pretend that I own this video, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do. I would do a voiceover to this video, and it would say something like this. Listen, the reason you got skinny arms is because you're doing it all wrong. Follow me. I'm going to take you on my arm workout. I'm going to show you how to get a massive biceps. First, we're going to train both bis and tris at the same time. The reason that we're going to do both of those things is that the tricep is like 75% of the arm, homie. So you're doing all these curls in the gym, trying to get bigger arms. The reason you ain't growing is because you're not working your triceps. Next thing we're going to do, and by the way, fellas, this is only one piece of the equation. If you really want to get jacked, you need to make sure that you're progressive overloading. Progressive overloading is going to make sure that over week, you're going to If you want to learn how to get big, get jacked, get lean, make sure you follow me. Get it?
So yeah, I do. So when I'm giving value, that's more so like for a speaking piece, like when I'm using like my actual voice and not like something I'm doing like layovers or like text
Right.
over.
So, like, even as an example, like if you're giving value, right, like you need to include some messaging for the ideal clients, right? So, like this video is widely relatable to every person that watches it. So it's you're trying to make it a conversion piece, but it's actually an awareness piece because it's not honed in to one specific avatar. So like you need to make it honed into one specific avatar. And the ideal scenario is that we speak to their pain points. The reason you can't grow big arms is because you're not progressively overloading. And then the caption clearly articulates why what they've been doing haven't been working. You're going to the gym 5 times a week. You're trying to get bigger arms. You're doing the bicep curls. You're following these online workouts, but you're still not growing. There's 2 reasons you're not growing. Reason number 1, you're not progressive overloading. Progressive overloading means da 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 da. Reason number 2, your diet sucks ass. You're eating McDonald's after you're done at the gym and you're wondering why you're not growing. You need to feed your body with the right nutrients. If you want to learn how to get lean, get jacked, and finally break through that plateau that you've been experiencing, make sure you follow your boy. That's in the caption if I take the
Okay.
same video. But like the video or the caption needs to speak directly to the ideal client. Does that make sense for everybody? Like if you're just doing like a here's my bicep workout, that's not relatable to any specific person. And so it's not going to cause somebody to convert. What will cause somebody to convert, Isaiah, is when they listen to your video or they're reading your caption and your caption is directly at them. It's like the reason you haven't been seeing any progress, even though you're going to the gym 5 days a week, is because you don't understand what progressive overload means. Let me break it down. Bam.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to another piece of content.
In progress faster than anything else.
So this is awareness. Okay, so we got awareness.
Awareness.
What's up, y'all? We finna get it rocking and rolling. Let me add
This is a live I
on
did with another coach.
my man.
Awareness.
3 things stopping you from losing fat. Number 1, cut down on the liquor drinks. I'm talking beer, liquor, soda, pop, juice,
This is conversion.
sugary coffee. Don't want to be wasting.
But I would say, like, if you're a man, you haven't been able to lose the stubborn body fat no matter what you do. Here's 3 reasons why. I think you could get a little bit more specific, but this is closer to what we're looking for. But if we look at your last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you only have 1 out of 6 posts that are client converting posts. And that's why your content isn't signing clients, is because 1 out of 6. And the reason that so many people have a hard time doing like client signing posts, AKA specific language, is because look at the engagement compared to the other ones. The other ones are going to get more engagement because they're more widely relatable. But you don't want all your content to be widely relatable because that means it's not speaking to one specific person. Like if I go to my page, Isaiah, like the content where I'm like really targeting ideal like personal trainers is like 199 likes, 143 likes. The hardest part about being new dad, 1,000 likes, right? Paid ad versus organic, so some of these pieces of content will do really well if I like think through the idea. But usually the content that's specifically for online fitness coaches like this one is like 12 million views, 0 clients. Like if you look at the views and the engagement compared to the other pieces of content, it's way lower. But this is speaking specifically to my ideal client demographic. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, that do make sense. Okay, because I'll be looking at that too. Like, why did this do better than this? So usually, if it's the conversion content, that's generally going to get lower because you're speaking to a specific type of audience.
Yeah, it will always like in general, like I'm almost like I would say if you guys get a piece of conversion content that goes viral, like that's like a fucking bam, we hit the lottery. Typically speaking, awareness content will perform better because it's more widely relatable. And then the goal with awareness content, Isaiah, is to get their attention. And then they will still see your conversion content. Not everyone's going to engage with it, but they'll still see it. And as long as they see it and they consume it, like that's all we care about. Does that make sense? Oh, I think you dropped out. Did you guys get value from that? Was that clear? All right, bet. Natalie and Abhay, what's up? How you guys doing?
We're good, bro. How you?
Best day of my life. How can I be of service to you?
So I'm kind of I'm like dropping my face-to-face PT to start like working in sales for my dad, like full time. So I'm about to come into like 3, 4, 5 times the money that I was making from like a full-time job. So how would you like reinvest that money back into the online coaching business to help that grow? Because that's like obviously the main, well, it's like a side hustle, but we want it to be the main hustle. And then be like, how would you manage losing 40 hours of available time in a week?
Yeah. So you're going to be working for your dad 40 hours a week full time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
9 to 5. Yeah.
And then with your online coaching business, like what's the revenue at right now? Just so I can give you an idea based on where you're currently at.
Probably from online coaching, maybe 1.5K.
1.5K.
Like
Okay, so how would I reinvest that money back into my online coaching business? It's hard because at this level, the most important thing, like to go from 1.5K to 2.5K to 3.5K to 5.5K, like at this level, the only thing that really matters is content, lead gen, and sales. And so there's not really anything that you can like if I was going to make investments into my online coaching business and like I had extra money, what I'd be investing in is ring lights, fucking
Mm,
mics for my from like
mm,
digital mics. Like you can buy mics on
mm,
Amazon
mm.
for your content, you know?
Yeah, I got it.
So like those setups. But this is more of like a it's like the hard part about this level is like there's like the only thing that really gets you to the next level is time, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Time,
yeah.
time. Like we have to get more sales calls in the calendar and we have to get more DMs and we have to get like we have more clients. Once again, how many followers do you have right now, Ape?
830 something.
Yeah, so if you wanted to start experimenting, and again, I'm not going to give this advice out to everybody, so take this advice with a grain of salt, Change Lives Academy. But I will say that like if you wanted to start experimenting with boosted posts once you start having more revenue, and you had a couple posts that were highly targeted towards your ideal client demographic, and you spend $10 a day on them to get people coming in from your boosted posts, so you have more people to DM, that is something that you could do. But like
Mm-hmm.
for you guys to go from 1.5K to 2.5K to 3.5K to 10K, like that pathway is very simple. We need to clearly identify how many clients we need to have in order to be at our income goal. So, what's your monthly charge, Abe?
400 a month.
400 a month. So, if we want to be at 5K a month, we need to have 13 clients. So, we need to
Yep.
identify that. Then we need to know what our close rate is. So, like on average, how many sales calls are you closing?
80%.
80%. Okay, that's fucking great. So, then
Yeah.
if we book 15 calls in the next, 4 weeks, we'll be at 5K a month. So like,
Mm.
how do we book 15 calls? Well, there's only fucking two ways. Number one, we send more DMs. Number two, we post more content.
Mm-hmm.
So like, again, this isn't really a conversation about like, how do we spend more money? It's like, okay, we've got what I would do if I were you, bro, is I would spend 4 hours on Saturday and I would
Mm-hmm.
bust out as many fucking reels as possible in that 4 hour. I try to get 14 reels in that 4 hours. And
Mm.
then I would have posts where I could do twice a day, every day for an entire week. Because the
Yeah.
more volume that you get at this level, when you have 800 followers, the more reps that you get, the better that you're going to get, the faster that you're going to get, and the more views that you're going to get, the easier it's going to be to send DMs, and the faster you're going to get
Mm.
to 5K. Does
Mm-mm.
that
And
make
how
sense?
would you like balance, like, if we wanted to make a pie chart about those 14 posts, how would you?
Yeah, so it would be connection proof and value. So it would be like
Yep.
30% each. So like that's like the content types that you're going to think about. So if I had to give you an exact number, it would be like, fucking four before and afters or four fitness stories. So like one of them
Mm.
could be a fitness story about how you transformed your life through health and fitness. One of them could be like a mindset transformation that you went through. One of them could be, a client transformation that you've had in your program. And then one of them could be a value video where you talk about how a client ended up losing weight. So that's four.
Mm.
And then, four of them would be like connection pieces of content. So you and your girl talking about like how you do fitness together and like you talking about your values as a man when it comes to like being fit. And then you
Mm.
talking about a struggle that you went through when you first started your business. And then
Mm.
even you talking about quitting your face-to-face clients and deciding to work for your dad full time.
Mm.
And then four or five of them are value-based posts that are like highly targeted towards the ideal client demographic that you're going after.
Sweet.
Cool.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Lovely. Thank you, bro. Your
Anything
question?
else I can do for you?
No, we're all right. Thank
Okay,
you.
here's your homework. I want you to identify how many clients you need to have in order to be at
Mm-hmm.
5K a month. Then I want you
Mm-hmm.
to figure out how many clients you currently have. And then I want you to figure out
Mm-hmm.
how many clients you need to sign. And then I want you to set a goal to set this many clients by this time frame. That's your homework.
Yep. Lovely. All right. Sweet as. Thanks, bro.
Can't hit a goal you can't see, bro. We got to set the goal first so we can
100%.
hit it. Okay.
For sure. All
Okay.
right. Peace
See you
out, bro.
guys. Carolina Torres, what's up? This is a fun little random Zoom call that we're doing, eh? This is good.
Yeah, it was super random. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hop on.
Hell yeah. I love it. Tell me some wins.
Yeah, a win. My boosted post is doing great. I think I've gotten like 900 followers. I've been on 1,000 of DMs. I already signed a 1 year client, and I have two more calls next week.
Love that for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. So actually the question has to do a little bit with that. So of course the lead generation has improved because of the boosted reel. And I've been trying to implement a lot content mastery in my content. But I mean I see it in the metrics of like the saves and like let's say engagement. But I'm not sure yet that my content is converting at the rate I want it to convert. So I don't know if maybe you can take a look to see if I'm heading towards the right direction.
When you say your content isn't converting in the way that you want it to convert, what do you mean by that specifically?
I mean that, for example, the sales, like the calls I have are mostly from like those DMs, like opening DMs that I'm sending to the leads I'm getting from the boosted reel. But let's say when I post a hard CTA of like, okay, DM me a word, etc., 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 like that, for example, I don't see it's converting. Like I don't get any reactions, or even from like my freebie and stuff.
Even from your freebie. Okay. So
Yeah.
like I think we should be looking for the freebie stuff because for me, if I'm thinking about like content not converting, that just takes time. I'm more than happy to take a look at what you're doing, but also like it just if you're seeing the saves go up, what's your Instagram?
Wait, I'm gonna interpret here.
Carolina Torres. I think I had Torres.
Yeah,
What was your income at last month, Carolina?
it was 10.2.
10.2K. You're doing something right. Drop some fire for Carolina. Let's go. 10.2K. Come on. Carolina Torres. So let's see the free stuff.
The freebie is that one of steal this blueprint to build your meals. That was like the last one I did about the freebie.
Struggling to know what to eat? This is how I build every single one of my meals. Instead of thinking on recipes, think of ingredients to build your meals. Protein, carbs, veggies, and fats. Protein first. A portion of protein is the size of your palm. I aim for 1 to 2 per meal. For veggies, a portion is the size of your fist. I aim to have at least 1 per meal, including breakfast. A portion of carbohydrates is a cup made with your hand. Try to have these ones around your workouts. Fats, which are not bad, are portioned with the size of your thumb. Try to have 1 to 2 portions per meal. And that is how you build a balanced meal. Comment fuel so I send you my free nutrition guide, and I'll see you on the next one.
So let me see. This is good. I think everyone's going to get back from this.
Struggling to know what to eat? This is how I build every single one of my meals. Instead of thinking, struggling to know what to eat.
So the cover says steal this blueprint to build all your meals, but the first 3 seconds of the video does not say that. So
Yeah.
if I'm watching your video, I'm going to assume that this is just another value video.
Struggling to know what to eat? This is how I build every single one of my meals.
Versus if you look at
365 content ideas in the next 30 seconds. Let me break it down. Your viral content strategy.
so like literally I tell them exactly what they're going to get from the video the second they start watching the video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus you.
Yeah.
Struggling to know what to eat? This is how I build every single one of my meals.
This seems like a storytelling reel. So the amount of people that actually watch to the end is going to be very low. So if you guys are going to
Okay.
do freebie CTA, it's got to be in like the first 3 seconds. You got to let them know what the freebie is. So like this,
Okay.
so this would be like, instead of like 4 steps to build a balanced meal, it'd be like, I'm going to give you a full week's worth of meals for free. And then I will get in my explanation. And then
Okay.
also have it as the first line of my caption, because when you guys watch me do freebie CTAs,
Here-
also the first line of my caption, comment prompt, and I'll send it on every
All
single
right.
one of my videos where I have a CTA and I want people to reply. It's in the first 3 seconds, I'm telling them what they're going to get. And then I'm also like, this is the first line of my caption. Because when people are scrolling through their newsfeed, Carolina, they're only going to see the first line of the caption. So we want to include that
Okay.
in the caption.
All right.
So those would be the 2 things. Then on your stories, did you do the freebie CTA on your stories as well?
I did it that day. Yeah, those ones are from like just today. But yeah, no, on that day I did do it. Let's say when I post, let's say I put it on the story, maybe with a poll, or like if it's about like the freebies, like okay, is this? But yeah, I try to include it there.
How did you position the freebie?
I think it was with like the picture of like my lunch that day, and just saying kind of like, want to know how to build a balanced plate, grab my free eating guide.
Can I give you direct feedback?
Of course.
That sounds boring.
Okay.
Right? So like it would also be like, do you want to learn how to track your macros? You know, people would be like,
Mhm.
so like
Okay.
we have to make it sound sexy. Like if you think
Okay.
about like I could say, I'm going to teach you how to write content. That sounds boring. But if I say 365 content ideas in the next 30 seconds, that sounds sexy, right?
Okay.
We need to figure out how to package the value that we're trying to deliver in a way that would be easy for people to understand and like, oh, that sounds sexy. Like you give me like free 7-day meal plan designed to help you lose 1 to 2 pounds. Vote here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah,
we
I completely understand what you mean.
have to make it sound sexy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that.
All right.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, it's okay. Thanks.
Appreciate you. Bye-bye. Mr. Wayne, how can I be of service to you, big dog? Tell me some wins.
Yo, what's going on, B?
Good to see you.
Hey, see you too. The event was dope. I'm glad to have been able to participate. It was dope. I still think about Canada to this day.
Who's coming to the next event, by the way? The next one we do. Are you guys fucking coming
Yeah.
or what?
Of course.
Natalie didn't raise her hand. She's not sold yet. That's okay. We'll get you to come.
She's gonna miss out. You gotta go. So win for me yesterday. Got a call, booked the call and closed. just before this call started, booked the call, closed that too. So 2-2 right now. So a great week. On top of that, I had a post finally go viral.
Nice.
It was, I think it's in at about 480,000 right now. I got
Boom.
about follows from it. So content mastery works for anybody who hasn't been on it. Definitely go get it. And that and then reaction style videos been working for me. So that's what went viral. Now, my problem, I talked to Cole about this too. So the only issue that I'm having is that the post did go viral, yes, and it's bringing a lot of gamers and 15-year-olds for some reason, and I don't know why. So I'm in my uniform. So I'm working with service members. So I'm in my uniform and the videos of a guy talking about push-ups, trying to give value to the push-ups. But as I'm going through the followers, going through the likes, every conversation that I'm getting into, it's either a 15-year-old or somebody who's in what they call ROTC. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, they're like getting prepared to join the army. So they're in high school getting ready to get out. So they're all young. And then the gamers accounts don't even respond when I message. So I'm trying to figure out, if you were me in this scenario, do you continue to go through these likes and follows, or
No, if I'm you in this scenario, what I do is I build a honey trap. I'm the honey, not the bee. So like if I got a bunch of people coming into my page, bro, a bunch of new people, the way you got to think about it is like these are all brand new people to your page. Some of them are going to be qualified, some of them are going to be not. And if I'm going through, like when I get a viral reel, bro, I'll let you know. I very rarely go through, especially if it's a viral reel, Wayne, that's like not related to my avatar. Like as an example, like this one where, you know, I was at the hospital and, you know, I held the baby for the first time, has 65,000 likes on this video. Like, I don't even look at those because I'm like, I know for a fact that like there's very, very, very few ideal clients in there. But what I do is I do bring into consideration that like all the new people that just came to my page don't know what I do. They don't know who I am. They don't know what my offer is. So that is where I spend my time is I'm like, hey guys, I got a bunch of new faces here. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name's Coach Wayne. You know, these are some of the transformations that I've been able to help people do, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just setting up like honey traps. And in this, I'm doing more free resources. You know, when I go viral, I'm doing, I can get away with doing a little bit more CTAs. So yeah, when my page grows, bro, like, especially when it grows from one viral video that's not related to my stuff, I'm more so focusing on making sure that the new people that come to my audience are well versed in what I do and less going through every single like, because it's like you're not really going to get a lot of value out of going through that. You know, maybe you spend 15 minutes a day on it, but it's, you know, I wouldn't spend any more time on it than that.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. I feel like I was wasting my time, but this kind of clears it up for me.
Yep. And then in terms of the content style, right? Like I definitely think like be aware that that content style performed well. So if that content style is performing well, I would lean into that. And then I would ask yourself like, okay, how can I do this content style? And then maybe I'm reviewing, you know, a video that's more in line with the type of person that I'm trying to big in, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is, the video, it's to me, it's so niched. Like I'm a service member in uniform. I don't know what about it attracted so many. Well, I guess I do. I guess it is the people who want to join, but I don't know how to pivot that video any other way.
Well, here's the good news is like when you go viral, you just go viral. Like sometimes like the internet will just take it and it's just gone.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'll say. But in terms of the like we can still choose the videos very selectively and like which ones we react to, you know? Because if the reaction videos are doing well for you, you can still react to videos, but you can just react to videos that are, you know, where you can have conversations about the thing that you're doing.
Okay. I'll play around with it and then I'll let you know if I need to switch it up. But thanks.
Cool.
That helps. Honey traps. Got it.
Honey traps, bro. You got it. You're the honey, not the bee.
Oh yeah.
All right, bro. Peace.
Later. Thanks.
You're welcome, bro. Miss Monique, what's going on? Tell me some wins.
Hey, Brian. When I booked 2 sales calls last night and I launched my 14-day challenge, the sign up, and that's what I wanted to talk about. I have like 94 persons who filled out the application.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's kind of my problem. Like, I know you said like message them like every day in the challenge. How do I go about doing that?
It's a good problem to have. Okay, so did you accept all 94 people?
When I went through it, I'm looking to accept like 80.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So 80. So first things first, it's absolutely fucking impossible to message every single person every single day. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want you to overwhelm yourself and stress yourself out. So I'll remove that stress for you and let you know that it's like it's impossible to message 80 people every day by yourself. Here's what I would do if I were you, Monique. So first things first, when does your challenge start?
Starts the 25th.
25th.
I'm gonna send them 3 email sequence
Yep.
in the meantime.
Cool. Love that. So challenge starts. Here's what I do. Okay. When the challenge starts, when you have this many people, you're allowed to be what I call dismissive because like you are the authorita and you're basically the one that kind of calls the shots. So when challenge starts, what I'd send out an email. It's like, hey, just letting you ladies know the challenge is starting. You know, I'm open up the Facebook group and blah, 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 blah. You need to go introduce yourself right away. If you want to be in the challenge, we're going to be paying attention to who's introducing themselves. I want to welcome you into the community and like have you guys super excited to be here, blah, 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 blah. Make sure you guys introduce yourself and like join the group. So like first thing I would do is all 80 people, right? There's going to be like, let's say like 25 to 30 of them that just join the challenge, join the group, introduce themselves right away, blah, blah, blah. Then what I would do is I would message everybody that didn't introduce themselves. I'd be like, hey, just letting you know, open up the challenge group. Make sure you log into the app and introduce yourself right away. And I would send out that message. Let's say you open the challenge Friday night and you want them to introduce themselves Saturday morning. I'd send out that message Saturday morning to anyone that didn't introduce themselves. On Sunday, anyone who hasn't logged in or introduced themselves, I would remove from the group. So like, let's say there's 80 people, 56 of them introduce themselves. Everybody else gets pulled out of the group because that will immediately tell you like who's serious and who's not. And again, if you have a small challenge, you can't do this, but because you have a big challenge, you can do this. Because now you're only focusing on the people that are the warm prospects. Then you're in the challenge, Monique. When you're in the challenge, what I would do is there's likely going to be like a group of like 10 to 15 to 20 women that are like highly engaged. Those are the people that I would put on a list and I'd be talking to every day because those are the people that are the most likely to convert. Those are the people that I'm checking in with, you know, I'm sending that blah, 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 blah. Because again, like when we have this many leads, we need to focus on the ones that are the most likely to convert. The good news about this, Monique, is if you have 56 ladies in a challenge that are highly engaged, even if you have 56 ladies and half of them are highly engaged, 20 of them are super engaged, like you can make 20 grand from this challenge. So let's all of your energy is just focused on this. Let's just make sure these ladies get an amazing experience, you know? If somebody's fucking hot, don't wait till the end of the challenge to book the sales call. Like offer them a free strategy session to help them out with their game and then offer them like, you know, $100 off for joining before the challenge ends. And let's fucking crush this 14-day challenge. Good job. That's awesome.
So thank you. I'll do that.
Good problems to have, Monique. We love that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Mr. Mills, tell me some wins, bro. What's going on?
I have a big win, I believe. So first, before I say this win, the month, does it count like just 1st through the 30th? Or because my highest income does like usually come like mid-month or kind of like from the 15th to the 50th.
30-day time frame, bro.
Okay, with that case, from the 17th of
I know what
last
you're about
month.
to say. One sec. I know what you're about to say. Okay.
Oh my God, you all know it. Do you?
I already know, bro. Come on.
I just hit 10.1K today. Literally
Hey,
about
come
15
on,
minutes
Coach
ago.
Mills. Let's
So
go.
I already
I
know
have a
what to
question
do
for you,
right
Coach Mills.
now.
How long have we been working on that, bro? How long you been in the CLA?
Man, 2 years.
2
Yeah,
years.
going on. Yeah, 2 years. Yeah.
2 years.
So, but I'm still full-time U.S. Army. I'm retiring within 6 months and doing this full-time.
Hell yeah, bro.
So,
You've worked
thank
with a
you
few
so
other
much.
mentors in the past, bro. Like what's been your experience in the CLA versus other mentorship programs?
Keeping it real, telling you what to do and actually implementing it. Because I think one of the best things I take from you guys is information without implementation is just noise. And you know, it's good to know stuff and just putting it to work, asking questions when you don't know, asking it to the experts is just that's what really like it could get frustrating at times, but knowing that you have someone that's either been through what you've been through or gone through it is great to know that you guys are there.
Drop some fire for Mr. Mills in the chat box. Good fucking job, bro. Let's go.
All right. So
how can I be of service, big dog?
10K is auto. My wife is smiling at me right now. I just told her. So here's I have once again, I believe good problems. I had 2 videos that really popped off. Once again, starting off with you guys, I had like 1.1K followers. I'm at 9.8K on Instagram right now. I want to really experiment with the boosted post. So I boosted post, but I think I boosted the wrong post. I boosted one that was more of a transformational. And I believe, I could be wrong. I believe I heard a podcast that you did in the 10K talking about you may not want to put something in there that has clients before and afters. Yeah. And there's certain ones that I've been putting a lot of more, like I'm talking about a subject, but I'm putting like also talking about a client to show some proof in the videos too. And I'm having a lot of good videos that are popping off that are going viral, but I don't know if they're good videos to boost to get. I really, and then also this month, although this is my first 10K month, I don't know if you heard, like in the United States. So military, we got paid, we're good. But I had a lot of clients that, so for this next upcoming month, I may take a dip because I have civilian government clients that did not get paid. So I'm giving them a month because I don't want to pause them and stop their momentum. And this is something I've already talked to Cole about and Coach Ed. They gave me good feedback on. I'm not going to stop my momentum. My goal is to still sign one client per week, but I'm still want to capitalize off the momentum of where I'm at, videos that went viral. I want to boost one, but I just want to make sure I boost the right one.
So good question. Now, again, if you're making under $5,000 a month, I'm going to advise that you do not boost post. The reason for that is I don't want you guys spending money unless you're making money. You know, my goal is that you guys make more money. And so I'm going to give this advice because my boy's asking, but I'm also going to caveat this for anybody watching the replay. For making under $5,000 a month, I do not recommend that you boost post. Keep your money in your pocket until you're at 5K. All right. For you, Coach Mills, I'm going to give you the advice that you're asking for. Do not boost anything that is not highly targeted messaging. So the video that went viral on your page is talking about how much can you bench, right? I would never boost that. The reason I would never boost that is because that video is not highly targeted. So anybody that bench presses will watch that video, including 14-year-olds, including fucking, women that like weightlifting and bench pressing. So it's like you cannot boost a post that is not highly targeted towards your ideal client because Instagram will show that post to everyone that it thinks it will be relevant to. So for me, the example would be like, let's say I have a video that goes viral that's like the 5 Instagram settings you need if you want to, blah, 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 blah. And I boost that. It's going to show my video to everyone that is interested in posting content versus if I boost a reel that says, if you're a personal trainer that struggles to grow your online coaching business because you're posting content and it's not hitting, this is for you. That video is going to get shown more likely to personal trainers. You understand what I'm saying? Because the way that boosted traffic works is once people start engaging with your video, Instagram learns, I should send this video out to more people that are like this to get better results so that Coach Mills spends more money on this video. So it's going to send it out to everyone that's engaging. So if we have a video that's highly targeted towards one person and only one style of person's engaging, the cost per result might be higher, but that means the people that are engaging with that video are more likely to convert. I'll give you another example. I had a video. You remember my sign post that I used to do where I'd stand in the street and be like, guess how much money I make? Those ones. I boosted one of those.
Did that here.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
live in Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly. I did that there. So, dude, I was getting like 10 cents a follower. But then I'd go to the followers. It would be like fucking stock trader, day trader, 16-year-old kid that was trying to do Amazon drop shipping, fucking sales coach, somebody that worked, anybody that was interested in like wanting to be rich were like following me from that video. Whereas the video that's the top performing right now is a video that I interviewed one of my clients. This is the one that I currently boost. It's this one. It's personal trainer makes 30K. How much money do you make as a personal trainer? Right. Boom. Right away. Within the first 3 seconds, the first, on the video, it says personal trainer makes 30K per month. In the fucking first 3 seconds, I say how much money do you make as a personal trainer. The only people that are going to follow me from that video are personal trainers. It doesn't really make sense to follow me for any other thing unless you're a personal trainer.
Okay. The video I was thinking about boosting, I'm not looking for a content out of just the one I think you was on my page, the one that's on 1,238. I think that was more targeted to my, so it's I know you was looking at the bench press one. It's 2 before the bench press one. The number is 1,238 views.
1,238 views, 2 before. Oh,
the bench press.
Still can't get rid of the office flap. Try these 3 exercises.
Yep, that's perfect. So the first 3 seconds of the video says, if you're a business professional that can't get rid of the office flab, try these 3 exercises. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. All right. That's all right. That's kind of what I was just looking at clarity on. And I don't have any like clients before and afters in that.
Perfect. By the way, if you're going to put before and afters in posts that you're considering boosting, the way that you can get away with it is by removing the background and be like, this is how I clip my client, Coach Mills, go from this to this.
Okay, well, on that case, this is the last one I asked you. Can you look at the one that's more recent? It's the one that's a few days ago. It's at 501 views right now. But that's
What's that?
exactly what I said.
Vanessa, here are three things to
I wouldn't have them side by side at the same time. I would say from this to this. So it's like, and then it disappears. The reason, like, again, I'm trying to I try to skirt the line, I want to get away with shit. So the way you skirt the line is you're still showing a before and after, but they're not technically before and after. So that the clients that I have in the Millionaire Mastermind and the 10K that are getting away with it are doing that.
Got you. I kind of seen that too. All right. I thought I was doing that, but I had them both come down at the same time. I should have. All right.
You're
I
close.
got you. Understand.
Cool. Appreciate you, bro. Congratulations on hitting 10K. Make sure you send me a message afterwards so that I can get you your fucking hoodie. And I'm going to give you a shout out after this.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. Mr. Dustin, what's going on, big dog?
What's up, Brian?
How you doing? Tell me some wins.
Good, man. Wins is, I had 2 sales calls this week. Didn't close them, but you know what? I'm going into it as like it's got me fired up to really dial in my sales script. I got it printed out. I've been working on it, so I'm motivated. I'm being positive with it. So moving on.
We got any role plays booked? Anybody want to role play with my boy Dustin?
Yeah, I got one role play booked during the week, but yeah, I can use more.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah,
When
for
Cole,
sure.
when Cole and I were working on the sales game, it was like we role played 5 times a week, 30 minutes a day. And whatever
Yeah.
objection I would get on the call, I would call Cole and I'd be like, I want you to be a hard prospect and give me a money objection. Just got to drill it
Yeah.
over and over again.
Yeah. The other win too is like a lot
Good.
more conversations going. So I'm booking calls and I'm getting the opportunity now. So it's got me motivated to. So yeah, man, it's going in the right
Yeah.
direction.
Hell yeah, man.
So
Hell yeah.
my question and what I'm here for is like, I'm on the call. I'm like, I need to get on here and ask a question. I need some help. So I'm stuck with creating content, with coming up with the ideas and the angles on how to create content that converts.
Uh-huh.
And so I went through content mastery once and I started going back through it again.
Uh-huh.
And, I have a unique angle with my workouts. I do it different. So I want to ask you, like, if you can take a just look at my page, not necessarily go through it, but like, how can I come at it with the angle and just make my content, more, it's kind of surface level. I post, it's the.healthy.dadbot. I could have dropped it in here. There it is. And it's kind of surface level, I feel. So I was like, how can I really angle what I'm doing and make it, just more valuable?
So driven, dad's 40 plus, burn belly fat, get fit, and improve mobility at home. Okay, so it's super clear. So floor wipers. Okay. I'm gonna
See, like this is like I just threw it together because I didn't have anything. I'm struggling with like just scripting and getting it planned out. So I'm just taking stuff I have and just throwing it out there.
Hey, how you start is how you finish.
So this is a good piece of content immediately. So, but how would we make this more targeted? For time, 400-meter run. What's the purpose of this video?
Just giving a workout. And this is what I normally revert to, like just giving workouts. And they do well. They get a lot of saves, a lot of shares.
Yeah.
That one, not so much, but like it's kind of like surface level.
So like, but here's the thing is like, I think even with giving workouts, bro. So like I like the idea of giving workouts, but who's the workout for, So like an example would be like, who's your avatar again?
Busy dads.
So it could be like, how long was this workout? 20 minutes. So it'd be like 20-minute at home busy dad workout. 20-minute at home dad. I would call it the dad bod workout. I like the dad bod angle because when people look at you, you're jacked as fuck. So they're like, you don't have a dad bod. So like 20-minute at home dad bod workout would be like the first 3 seconds. Like it would be like here or here, right? So that if I'm coming across your news feed and I see this video, because the assumption that you have to make, Dustin, is that when people are scrolling through social media, they're not on your page. The assumption that you have to make is that they're scrolling through reels. So if they're just scrolling through reels and they come across yours, in the first 3 seconds, you need to tell them why they should watch your video. Whereas like in the first 3 seconds, you haven't told me why I should watch this video. It's just you jacked. It looks like it's going to be a success motivation video in the first 3 seconds,
Yeah.
But if this said 20-minute at home workout for 20-minute dad bod at home workout, then this is all of a sudden a reason that somebody would stop and watch. And if we can get our ideal customer to stop and watch and they get value, that converts. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it does. And I have some like further down, I got workouts like that, but I just like I haven't been consistently posting just that. So
they wait until you have kids, you get out of shape, 6 years in better shape. Do you have a photo of you before, what you used to look like before?
I do go down a little bit further. I got like a
How far?
maybe you passed it already.
I was like, how fucking far is this bitch?
I don't know.
I want to show you something. Okay. There's a
Very
reason I
nice.
asked that question. Because the reason I asked that question is because I want you to do one of these once a week. This is what I call like a hero story, right? This is like, because like people, then when they see you, Dustin, they're like, oh, this dude's fucking jacked. He's always been jacked. But like when people see me, they're like, oh yeah, he's successful. He runs a business, blah, blah, blah. I need to show them like, nope, I actually trailer park. I was actually a fat kid. I actually worked at a bartending job. I actually, you know what I mean? So like you need to, I want you to do one of those once a week where it's like the hero story. Because when I come to your page, I'm like, oh, this dude has always looked like that. And that's, I'm not going to be able to look like that because I'm not that dude. Like once a week, I try to go on my social media and I try to post like one of those, like I call them just hero stories, you know,
Hmm.
so I'm like showing blah, 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 blah. Right. So for you, I think because like for like the reason I say that is because you're asking me how do I create more content that converts? It's like
There's one. You just pass it.
this one
Go down to the left.
down
There's
to
a,
the left.
two pictures
Yeah.
of me. Yeah.
This content converts, but this was on August 12th.
Yeah.
Right. So like what I'm saying, and like so like this, the reason I say that is because if we go here, this is what I call a finished product, which is good, right? But like if we want content that converts, then we need to think about where our customer is at. Our customer is not at a finished product. And so because our customer is not at a finished product, they see you and they're like, ah, okay, fuck you, bud. Like I get it, you're jacked. So like, how do we make content that converts? We let them know we were not always like this. Like you didn't always look like this. So like content that converts would be showing the transformation. So this content's really good, bro. But I want you to add, so then it swipes over to what you used to look like. All of a sudden, this becomes a piece of content that converts instead of just a value piece. So same thing right here. If I come across the news feed, it looks like a motivation or you look like a fitness influencer. So tell me why I should watch this video. So like even the 20-minute dad bod workout details. Let's see. So I would say this is more awareness because it's not highly targeted.
Hmm.
This is good. This is really good. This was October 7th. So what date is it today? This is 10 days ago. This is good. This is really good. This is really, really good. Like
They
that's
say just something like that once a week.
once a week minimum for sure. But then
And as far
even
as like workouts, like just make it like
targeted.
dad bod. Like, hey,
Yeah.
something dad bod to make where it calls out my avatar.
Yeah. And then I also think you should like experiment too, where like you don't just do workouts. I want you to do some workouts and then do some workouts that have voiceovers. So I think on all of your workouts, you should label them, but I think half and half do some voiceovers.
Okay. I
And
did
then,
one of my latest ones was a voiceover I did, but yeah.
cool. Does that give you some direction at least?
Yeah, it does. It helps me, just confirms that what I'm doing is I'm heading in that direction, just get a little bit more targeted with those posts and get more consistent with it.
And I think you still like when you guys are creating content, just keep it in mind. You want 50% of them to be widely relatable. So it's not like every single video has to be highly targeted. So you want some of them to be relatable to like a wider demographic of people, but just in your mind, like when you're going to make a video, you're like, okay, I want this to be a conversion piece of content. Then make sure that the messaging is super specific. Make sure that in the first 3 seconds, maybe it's a voiceover or at least the caption. We've got to have something that's highly targeted towards the client that we're trying to reach.
Got it. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for being my client. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out. Hi, Koshana.
Hey, how's it going?
Best day of my life. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I know you wanted to share wins. So first, I'm at 10K for the month. I'm projected at 15, which when I started this month, I was projected at 7. So I'm like, fuck yes, thank God. And I'm working with a coach on my gut health. And I just got a few test results back and I'm waiting for one. And it's showing like a lot of answers that I've been wanting. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, as for my difficulty right now, and it's kind of embarrassing because I know like DMs, messaging, keeping in touch with the applicants is really important. But like I realized I dropped the fucking ball on, I'm pretty sure this is not the only person that I like retouched base because I'm doing a challenge next week. And a while back, I kind of like cleaned up some of my messages on my phone because I had like a lot of spam and shit. And I like messaged her and she's like, hey, you ghosted me. So I'm like with someone else right now. And I was like, I fucked up. And I know this is not the only instance. I think that she was from a few months ago and I'm having a really difficult time keeping up with my tracking sheets because it gets to a certain point. It's like I'm messaging a few people and I'll have some days where like everybody's responding really quickly and then I can't get to everybody. And then the next day I have other tasks that I'm like trying to keep up with and then keeping messages with the ongoing conversations. And then also because the summer was like really busy, thankfully, I have Starlink, so I'm going to have Wi-Fi wherever I go camping in the future. So that's going to be a non-issue in the future. But I like dropped the fucking ball and I feel incredibly fucking guilty about it. And I'm trying to like not let that get in my head, but at the same time, like I have to take responsibility. But I'm like looking at my sheets and I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna fix this shit? Because I know there's a lot of people that I've missed, but I'm like, is it past the point where I can even attempt to respark some of this? Like, how did
So first things first, good problems to have. You have so many fucking clients. It's hard to keep up with all the leads. Damn. Right. So like we just have to reframe what you're going through because I know that you feel guilty right now, but I'm gonna let you know this is a fucking good problem to have. You know, your business is so successful, we can't keep up with all the leads. Good problem to have. All right. So that's the first thing, is just reframing that. So this is actually a good thing. Second thing is this is gonna happen no matter how good you get at tracking. So like release yourself from the guilt of like, oh my God, you know, it's the same thing for me. Sometimes I forget to reply to a client and it's been like 48 hours and I'm like, fuck, I told this client I was going to get something back. I just accept responsibility. I'm like, yo, my bad. Here's the thing that you asked for. So
what if it's been like weeks or months? I'm like,
it happens. So like for this girl, be like, I would just send her a message, be like, hey, totally get it. And I absolutely wish you the best. That's completely my bad that I dropped the ball on that. And if you ever
I did
in the future,
I took accountability.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's on me. I'm so sorry. I hope that you find that success. I'm like, that's
so any applications that you missed or conversations you've ghosted or whatever the situation is, I would just follow up and I would go through all of them tonight, and I would just send him a message and just a voice note being like, hey, Sarah, what is going on? Hope you're having an amazing day. I was just doing a little bit of follow up and I realized that I didn't get back to your application. And I just want to accept responsibility. We were actually extremely busy in the summer and we ended up filling up, but I just wanted to personally check in. I'm not looking for anything. I just wanted to see how you're doing. Is there anything I can do for you? Any value I can provide for you? Any free resources I can send your way? I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing.
Okay. I really like that because I'm honestly kind of like right now, kind of like, I don't want to take on many new clients because I'm just about to start my 6-week challenge. I have 50 clients right now.
Just touch base. I just wanted to touch base. I got extremely busy and I apologize. I haven't gotten back to you sooner. I don't want anything from you at all. I just wanted to see if there's any value I can provide for you, any free resources I can send your way.
Okay. Got it. I think that really helps because I've been feeling really kind of, I mean, yes, I'm trying to give myself grace, but at the same time, like I really want Brave to be super successful and respected. So when I have that where I drop the ball, I'm like, that's not respectful of me because if I don't respect them, then how do they respect me?
You're thinking way too much into it. Like as an example, like the busier that you get, the more in demand you get, the more this is going to happen. You know, it's just like, think about Dan Martell. You think Dan Martell remembers to message every single person back that messages him? No fucking way. No fucking way. You know? So like you can do your best, but also as you get bigger, it's just going to happen. And you just need to, when it happens, you just own it and fucking move on.
Okay. That's a relief. I did have one other win too. I actually signed a girl who's from fucking New Zealand today.
I love that for you.
I haven't had somebody who's been not in the US or Canada. Like this is the first like more international. I'm super stoked about that.
That's cool. I love that. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Corey, I know you had some wins to share. Feel free to share your wins. And if you have a question, send me a voice note because I got to dip right after. Tell me some wins.
Yeah, so just 2 piffs this morning. One, like I woke up to a text and it was like my friend and she's like, yeah, let's do it. And then the other one was like someone who just started following me from the boosted post.
Come on, Corey.
100 new followers that are like all targeted. Like it's actually like I'm having trouble keeping up with DMing everyone right now, which is like a really nice problem to have. And yeah, so like that's just going really good. And also I love the way that you're showing up, even though like you have a baby here. Like, and I just wanted to like pour some love into you and like say that I'm super proud of you and the way that you're showing up as a leader in your family and for all of us, despite having so much on your plate. Like, you know, you're an inspiration, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks, bro. Thank you. I received that. I got goosebumps. You're make me cry. I got dad emotions. Thanks, bro. I mean, that means a lot to me. Appreciate you. All right, guys. Oh, got me emotional. I don't know why I'm emotional. Thank you for coming to the coaching call today. That's my bad about the fucking Q&A post, but I'm glad I got to hang out with you guys. So love y'all. Appreciate you guys. Have the best day of your life. Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.